Hello, 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 everyone. What's up? What's up? What's up? If you're new to our channel, welcome to the Sammie Nicole and FeeFee show, where we are a dynamic and the only dynamic mother-daughter duo here on YouTube. And on our channel, we love to discuss all things love, life, relationships, and pop culture as well. From both the millennial perspective, myself, Sammie Nicole, and the Gen X perspective, my oh so beautiful mother, FeeFee. Okay, and if you're tuning into our channel, welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. Hey Sanders RN23, what's up? Hey Sonya Booth, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight? As you're coming into the live, if you could please like the live. If you could please like the live, okay? Let's go ahead and get into our disclaimers tonight so we can go ahead and get it started. Okay. First things first. Everything we're gonna be saying tonight is allegedly. Okay. Everything we're gonna be saying tonight
Hey
is
y'all.
allegedly. Okay. Even our names are allegedly. I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back. Everything we saying tonight is allegedly. Hey Natasha. Hey, call me darling. Okay. Second, all individuals are innocent until proven guilty. Again, all individuals are innocent until proven guilty. Okay? And I'm going to say it one more time because we're going to get into it tonight. Just for good measure, everything we saying tonight is allegedly because why? Like our good sis Bridget say, we don't know these people, okay? Also, please make sure some other announcements. For those of my Amazon people who love Amazon, I did post my Amazon storefront. So all of my favorite Amazon products that I like, all of my Amazon must-haves. You can now find the link to that on our community tab. I did post it today, or you can simply click the link in the description box to check out what are some of your girls, Sammie Nicole's favorite Amazon products. Make sure you peruse that storefront. There may be some products that you might be able to use that you might like. I have different vitamins, different laundry detergents, eco-friendly laundry detergents, makeup, jewelry, beauty products, skincare products, all that good stuff.
Travel essentials.
Travel essentials, all of that stuff on my
Mm-hmm.
Amazon storefront. So if you're interested, make sure you check it out. Also, for your exclusive Gen X content, please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already to FeeFee's channel. She has that going on where she goes live each and every Sunday and giving that exclusive
Ooh,
Gen
and I got
X.
some story
Hey, Queen
time for
Lily.
y'all.
Hey, woman of
Y'all better go
wealth.
over there and subscribe because I got some good story time, honey.
Yes, 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 yes.
Ooh, this dating, honey. This.
Y'all
Ooh.
go on over there where she tell all her business. Y'all go on over there. Y'all want to see what the mama talking about because you
I
know
put a
the mama like to run her mouth and talk a lot of stuff. So y'all go on over there and see if the mama is making good decisions in her own dating life. Why she talking about everybody else being old and desperate? Y'all go on over there to the mama channel and see if she's practicing what she is preaching. Okay, go on over there to the mama channel. Okay, but keep it respectful though. Keep it respectful though.
I put a post up over there, y'all. I need for y'all to go over there and tell me what y'all will do.
Okay.
You ain't right. Whatever.
Why she talking about everybody else being old and desperate? Let's see if she making right decisions. Let's see if she's practicing what she preaching. Oh no, Queen Lisa, I haven't been getting my notifications lately. Oh no, you two be tripping.
Yes.
Please make sure y'all, when y'all click on the subscribe, make sure you select all on the notification bell. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. That is awful. You
Mm-hmm.
two get it together, please. Please and thank you. Hey, X is too complicated. Yes, we are all allegedly. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, yes. Kelly said, neither have I. Okay. X is too complicated. Said, I can't with you, Sammie. Tommy Darling said, it be your own child. But only I can do that. Don't nobody else try. Don't nobody else try.
Maybe y'all just don't know. She be weighing me out. She be like, Ma, really? Now, Ma, you don't need to do that. Ma, I know you not doing that, Ma.
Okay. Okay. All right. With that being said, I want to start the show off on a high note with just some words of wisdom. So I got a nice little video that I want to share, and then we can talk about it. I got a nice little video that I want to share, some words of wisdom that I think is applicable to all of our lives. You know, I think it's applicable to all of our lives. So hold on. I just got a little video that I want to cue up for y'all. Okay. Let's talk about it. Okay. Lawrence Love said, we got to talk because I'm in my feelings about Shirley Strawberry again. Okay, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. I just want to share this video to start off on a high note, show that we have many layers at the
I
Sammie Nicole
blame Bridget for all this foolishness. Bridget and Toya.
And boys Nana.
And boys Nana.
And I just want to talk real quick with y'all about it. That's it. That's it. Just some words of wisdom that I think we all could apply to life. Okay. Hold on. Just want to go back down memory lane, just for motivational purposes. Okay.
All right, your 12:30 is ready.
Hey, how you doing today?
What's going on there, Mr. Ernesto?
Good. Come on, Mr.
Thank you.
How you doing? You too, big bye.
Looking good.
Good.
Looking good.
All right. You met Miss Star yet?
Yes, I have.
Just think about it.
Nice. Very professional.
Very fast.
Thank you, sir.
You will.
All right. Toe down myself. If I could be toe down, hey, you the right man. You the right man to tell me that because you're my best friend. So I need to hear my wrongs right now to make me better, to get all what I need.
Well, the first thing I want to say is that I want you to stay focused like you always have been since day one that we was in prison. Everything that you ever talked about, you always accomplished it. You never let nothing get in your way. Now, since you took me to the big level, you can't worry about what everybody else think about you no more. They're going to try to block your vision.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Mary Mills said he rented that place. Let's get to the lesson. Let's get to the lesson.
That part production
That part. Let's talk about it. How in life, you know, we have to stay positive. We have to stay focused, and we can't listen to the haters.
Right.
Would y'all agree? What do y'all think about that? Natasha said Nesto is on here playing businessman. He never says what his business is. What do y'all think about that?
And see, we thought he didn't want to be held accountable. But he said, I know you my partner, you gonna hold me accountable if I'm wrong.
Right.
That's what he told Dre.
But I just wanted to talk about that. You know, let me see. Bridget said Nesto loves a skit. Natasha said with a stolen credit card. Sanders RC3 said, I need to see his face afterwards. Nesto looked so confused after Dre said all that nonsense. Quinley said Dre saying that while the whole time Nesto was stealing those people's dreams and ambitions. That was that motivation they was trying to convey to us. We can't worry about the hater.
Right.
And Nesto had to stay focused on his vision, and he brought it into fruition. And we know how Nesto feel about Dre.
Yep.
You know, Sonya got him caught up with his bestie. And we know that, you know, Nesto kind of looked at Dre kind of like a big brother, you know, big brother / uncle / father figure. So I really think in that video, you know, and kudos to Dre for going along with Nesto. Nesto love to play make believe. I get to see his inner child coming out playing make believe in the in them people office space. You know, he probably, you know, so hey, I'm married to Shirley. Can I rent this office space and just film something here right quick? You know, and you can just tell he just wanted to impress Dre. He really cared about what Dre think about him.
There go Toya. Toya and Bridget in here.
Okay, Toya and Bridget, did you see the video, Toya?
I think Toya just got here.
I'm gonna have to run it back for you, Toya. I'm gonna have to run it back. But what did y'all think? Let me see. Sanders RN23 said, who wrote the script? We all know Nesto can't read or write, allegedly. Well, remember Sanders RN23. Nesto said he can write better than he can articulate himself. Remember when Shirley asked him if he wrote that letter? She was like, who wrote that letter for you?
Honey, did you y'all remember?
She didn't even think he could do that. Natasha said that's why Dre quit talking to Nesto, holding him accountable. Excessive Comcast said Dre is sitting there with all that foolishness. Woman of Wealth said, I have never heard so many criminals talk about someone trying to block them from being great. Yeah, that motivation for us. That was motivation he was giving to Nesto that we could apply to our life. Don't let the haters stop you. Mary Mills said he used Dre to make his scheme legit. Natasha said Nesto's haters are the people he stole money from. Okay. Kelly said a bunch of Fraggle Knackle bull. Hey, Toya. LaToya said Dre is the only one that calls him out. Yes. And I feel like he's the only one that can really like get to him from a moral aspect. I really do. Kelly said Nesto living on a fantasy island. Toya said all hell run it the F back. I just got here. He said that was some bootleg bull. PED. Let me see. Queen Lily said he didn't write ish. Chat GPT wrote it and Shirley knew it.
Okay. Exactly, Queen. Exactly.
So Nesto was trying to steal Dre's truck so he could bang. Not Sonya in it. Lord. LaToya said this is why Dre won't fool with his butt. LaToya said I absolutely love Dre. Okay. I love Dre. I hollered, y'all. I hollered. And where he get that lady from?
Who was Miss Sims?
Who was she, y'all?
That's one thing. He gonna have some
a young, attractive woman working with him. If he don't do nothing else, he gonna have that. Who was that lady? And what was his obsession with these skits? Where do you think that came from? What was up with that, y'all? What was up with these skits? And they were so weird and awkwardly done. Like, what was up with that? I guess he was trying to convey like the work he was doing, and then also that was probably a good way to attract more victims too.
You know what? Yeah,
that's a great way to market yourself so other people can look at it like, oh, this guy is legit. This guy is doing big things. You know what I mean? Like this guy is a boss. This is somebody I want to work with. This is somebody who really has his stuff together. Maybe that's why. Because I was just like, what was up with these skits and wanted to show himself as more than what he was. What was up with that? I just didn't get it. I just didn't get it at all. I really didn't. I'm gonna go ahead and run it back for you, Toy. Let me see what the people saying in the chat.
He used women to help him. Shirley, Sonia, Erica.
Yeah. Queen Lily said, I believe they visit Lover's Lane when they were locked up. Queen, you think so? Really? You think he was doing that for real? Sometimes people do say when men have been incarcerated for long periods of times, that's not too far fetched. What do y'all think in the chat? Do y'all believe that? Let me see. Yeah, Latoya said he uses women to help him. Shirley, Sonia, Erica. He needs women because he can't read, write, or talk. What do y'all think? Let me see. Queen Lily said, yes, I do. X is too complicated. Said Charleston White said he could get young and older women. I believe Charleston. I do too. And based off of the receipts, he was. He wasn't lying.
Queen said, when I had my boutique here in Buckhead, we used to have an office in the plaza. Oh, what? Really?
Child. Okay, Toy, let me show this video one more time for you. One more time. I need y'all to see this video.
Party's ready.
Hey, how you doing today?
What's going on there, Mr. Ernesto?
Good. Come on, Mr.
Thank you.
How you doing? You too, big bye.
Looking good.
Good. All right.
And
Drake
Drake's a nice looking
Yes, I
man.
have.
Playing in them folks'
Just
suite.
think about it.
Nice. Very professional.
Very fast.
Thank you, sir.
You will.
All right. Let's get down myself. If I could be towed down, hey, you the right man. You the right man. Tell me that because you're my best friend. So I need to hear my wrongs right now to make me better, to get all what I need.
Well, the first thing I want to say is that I want you to stay focused, like you always have been since day one that we was in prison. Everything that you ever talked about, you always accomplished it. You never let nothing get in your way. Now, since you took me to the big level, you can't worry about what everybody else think about you no more. It goes out of block your vision.
Dre would have went along with that bullshit. Dre, you went along with that.
What y'all think? They wasn't too bad. What y'all think? Okay, so people are saying in the chat that they can kind of see that maybe Dre and Nesta allegedly may have had some. I can't see that, y'all. I can't see that.
Y'all think so?
I can't see that. Let me see. So it's on some law, not Dre in the production. Girl, yes. Girl, yes. Woman of Wealth said, red flag on each and every play. Why do a skit when you can shoot a commercial big money? Okay. Okay, but this okay, I got one more. And then I'm gonna say the rest for the end. This is another one. I don't think we talk about this video enough. Let me see what Queen Lily said, and then I'm gonna get to that video. Queen Lily said those office suites you didn't have to rent long term. Scammers would rent for just saying they have a location, and the next month they were gone. People would be looking for them.
Oh
wow. Sanders Iron 23 said anything is possible when you're in prison for 10 years. Yeah, it is. Hey boys, Nana, what's up? So it said, I'm screaming, Sammie, I'm done with you.
It's your fault, Toya. You bring.
Okay, I just want to do one more video and I'm going to say the rest for the end. Or we could go through videos tonight. I got one more that got me.
Now, this is my favorite right here.
This is your personal favorite.
This is my favorite one right here.
I never really paid close attention to this video.
And this one is recently. This one was 2020.
This was 2020. This is probably one of the most recent ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is my favorite right here.
This your favorite.
Uh-huh. He should have got a better cameraman. He was kind of cutting him off in the first frame.
I just really thank God for really what he done put me through. I put this down here, this VIP 26 Peachtree Road. I started this game with a 24-hour barber shop. Look how far it really came. I met a lot of people in this place right here. I really thank God for real. My hustle, my grind, all of that done paid off. This is 2020. It was 2004 when I came here. Believe that. They can't even get rid of this. They can't even get rid of it. Trademark yourself. Trademark yourself. Your dream will come true.
All right. We got to run that back one more time. Trademark yourself, y'all. Your dreams will come true.
Probably was Shirley first one.
Well, I just really thank God for really what he done put me through. I put this down here, this VIP 2060 Peachtree Road.
Yes,
I
he
started
did.
this game with a 24-hour barber shop. Look how far it really came. I met a lot of people in this place right here. I really thank God for real. My hustle, my grind, all of that done paid off. This is 2020. It was 2004 when I came here. Believe that. They can't even get rid of this. They can't even get rid of it.
Oh, he got a big arm there.
Trademark yourself. Your dream will come true.
That
All
Negro
right.
say that's a hit trademark.
That's a trademark.
He's so ignorant.
He say trademark yourself. Your dreams will come true. Let me bring up Glorious Love. What's up, Glorious Love? What say you?
Hey y'all, so I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna be real quick. These videos are cute. That it brings to my remembrance some of this stuff, though. I'm glad you pulled that up because I had forgotten how scamified he really was or
Yes.
is. So anyway, like I was saying in the chat, I am in my feelings again about SS, and because it seems like the more I listen, the more I find out that I'm learning something else. So I was listening to another a content creator reading the script, the latest script, not what from the VA. Um, and it said on there that LT, that's one of the people in the case, LT said her address was on the bus with her partner, her work partner. So her work partner, you know who her work partner is. That's her business partner. It said business partner, and that is Mr. Nesto. So I'm thinking, I cannot believe. I start thinking, SS, you let this man live on the bus with the 19-year-old.
Really?
So
Well, y'all,
at what point is your man coming home?
he wasn't. And she didn't care.
I
And that's why Sonya don't feel no type of way about messing with him, because she knows she wasn't the only one, and she know he had been doing that for a minute.
Well, hold that thought. Speaking of that, I have another video.
Okay, you say, and here's another one.
I have another video about that. Hold that thought, and we'll revisit that comment you just made. Just 1 second.
Okay,
please.
okay.
Just 1 second. Speaking of that, hold on. Hold on. 1 second, please. Yes.
Shirley put on her bankruptcy that she was single I didn't know she filed. So if she put that she was single, I mean, y'all gotta understand her job and kind of like in Hollywood, things are different, and it could have been, I don't know. See, I don't know. Because the way he was moving like he was single, you know? So, because I don't know what type of relationship he had with Erica, if that was more than what it was. I don't know about the real estate chick, if that was something. I know the young girl, that was, he was, you know, messing around with her and he was messing around with the teacher. This is all right before he went to jail. So he was moving like he was single. So I don't know.
That is Glorious Love.
Mm-mm-mm. And so
With hotels and
So
rentals,
let me
booking
tell you
this
dot
guys.
this
everyone.
other person brought up the fact, and I had just remembered seeing that as well. That, and if y'all remember this, he mentioned that he had married his business partner.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yeah, Mary.
so
I
I
know
don't even
Glorious
know what to
Love.
say. I don't even know what to say because, well, to be honest with you, I'm just gonna be real. I mean, I feel bad. Of course, I feel bad for her and all of that stuff, and nothing against her. But at some point, you got to think that either you are the most one of the most naive people in the world. Come on now, y'all. The most naive person in the world, or bordering on stupidity.
And desperate. We're gonna be fighting again in the
I'm
comments.
sorry.
Glorious Love, you did. And desperate. Desperate than one of them men. You let
But
young
no, come on now. Come on now. Listen, we all in a, well, not all of us. Sam, you young, but some of us are in an age group where we know. Come on now. I
that's what
listen.
I
We know
agree.
we
I
know
agree
what
with
we know what being desperate can be. We know that. We see it. Some of us have been there and all of that stuff. We know what that can be. But and we have also, known people who would just hold on to a piece of man to say they got a
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%,
But
Glorious
that
Love.
piece of man is at least around.
Right. Let me ask you this. Why is it when we state the obvious, Glorious Love, why do we get so much pushback? Everybody, not everybody, but some people in our comments, they like lose their mind. Like, oh, what do you mean?
I can,
The worst thing ever. Like,
right.
what is it about the word desperate that it triggers people? They like lose their mind, Glorious Love. You
Yeah,
see
I
it?
know, I see it, and I was one of them. I mean, I'm just gonna be real. I was one of them because I can see it from both sides. I can see the fact that he did her wrong, and I feel bad for her. He did her wrong and dirty and almost ruined her life. So I feel bad for her. But I can also see another side that at some point you pick up yourself up by your bootstraps, especially, I guess maybe it's because of it's me. I mean, you pick yourself up by your bootstraps and you move on because, you know, and maybe I have slanted view when it comes to that because I've been married several times. And I
Yeah.
know that, by me being married several times, you can survive. You can move on from a
Right.
no good ninja.
Mhm. Mhm.
and,
Yeah.
and and that don't stop no show. And maybe that's one of the reasons because I've been through that. So this is why I don't understand because I'm gonna tell you that. Listen, let me tell you something. If I'm going to Walmart, pulling up to a store, and my husband is parked in a you okay? Let me just tell you, no. You-
Yes.
oh my girl, I would just tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm from the city. I'm just gonna tell you that. That's all I'm gonna say. If I'm pulling up at Walmart and this ninja is got his own spot in the Walmart parking lot
Mm-hmm.
on a bus laid up. Girl,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in Fulton County. Girl.
Yes, I'm thinking to myself, what do they do that at?
Mm-hmm.
And you just let that go on? I mean, I can't understand where I can't understand as a woman you let that go on. I can't understand that because especially if you're a woman of a certain, you know, prestige and you got, you trying to keep your image up and stuff like that. And you know everybody because you know people were going to her around town saying you he always in the
Yes.
streets.
Atlanta is small. Yes,
Yeah.
Atlanta is very small. They absolutely were, and they were messaging her on Instagram.
Yeah, she knew.
So I don't understand why does everybody have a darn? Why is everybody blood pressure getting raised when we say desperate?
And to be honest with you, I think it's for
We
us.
ain't saying nothing new
I
or
don't think it's
profound.
desperation. I don't think she was desperate. I got to disagree with you on that because I don't think there's.
What would you say?
I think my opinion. This is my opinion, and allegedly, and all the work.
So you still there, Glorious Love? Your sound went out. See, we'll give her a minute to come on back.
You know, for us to say, well,
I'm
you
sorry, y'all.
know,
I'm sorry. I'm here.
okay,
Okay,
go ahead.
go ahead.
I said okay. I said opinion, allegedly, and all of that stuff. I'm gonna say all of that first. Opinion. I don't think that. I don't think it was desperation. I think. Ooh, I hate to say it, but I just think that it was a show. Oh, let me shut up. I
You
think it's
Yeah,
think
all
it
about.
was a show?
I think it's a show. I think it's about show up when I need to be pictures flashed and need to be showed up with somebody on my arm. That's
Ooh.
So you do
I
think you do agree with Sonia then that it was a Hollywood marriage,
And that was his business partner.
and that was his
They
business
had an
partner.
agreement
So
that she needed
girl.
a
is
she
she
ne-
telling the truth?
I don't know that it was that deep. I ain't gonna ever agree with her about nothing, but I'm just saying I don't know, but I do think it was like I just think that it was about be on my arm, sit there, shut up, look pretty when I need you to be on my arm, and then go on about your business somewhere.
yeah,
Then go on about your business somewhere.
So they had an understanding.
yeah.
I can't think of
They
another
were here
way.
for the show. Yeah. And I think that, for us to say, well, Shirley was a victim. She didn't know. He this, he that. I think that's an insult to her intelligence.
I
Yes.
do. I think she's very
I think
intelligent.
she's very intelligent.
And
Me
wise.
too.
Shirley grew up on the south side of Chicago.
Chicago. Come on, and that don't go away. I'm
No,
sorry.
you
It don't
know
go
all
away.
the scams, you know all the
Yes.
BS coming, all the games played. Come on
You know
now.
the game before it get to you.
Yes.
She from
Yes.
Chicago. Y'all from that area of Atlanta. I'm from DC. And
I'm born and raised in Gary, Indiana.
so we know the game. We know the game before it get to us.
40, 40 minutes from Chicago. Over
Yeah.
the bridge.
Thank you.
I shut
Thank
the
you.
hood out. Everybody shut the hood out in the chat.
I'm a shot the hood, girl. I'm from
I'm born and raised.
I'm from the dirty part of DC. I'm from that part.
Come on now.
Not the
But
capital part. I'm from the dirty part.
at our age, we recognize
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. And,
We know when a ninja bullshitting us.
yeah. And
We
just
know
think of it
that.
this way. And just think of it this way. I know I'm gonna get flack too. Just think of it this way. Because I
This is
mean,
Glorious Love, y'all, on the
yeah.
panel. Sorry,
I'm
Glorious. They were
sorry.
asking who
I'm
you were. You
sorry.
good?
Just think of it this way, especially for somebody who's been hurt. Women who have been hurt, like okay, like you. I'm gonna use you, and I'm gonna definitely use me. I'm gonna tell you, if let me just say this, if I love a man, all them husbands that I had that I loved,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be the one that's gonna let you. I'm tracking you down, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pulling up. You know where you pulled up at. I'm knocking on some doors. I'm just gonna be real. I'm
Nobody
knocking on some doors.
Oh, that's right.
If you if
Look,
you if,
I
if you love a ninja, you gonna sit at home.
look, I know that's right. Look, I was gonna pull up one night before I get my clothes on good. He had come to the house. Lord save me.
Girl, we got stories because I got a story for you. And my second husband, honey, we supposed to be going out. He didn't left me went to the club. Left me went to the club, girl. Didn't think I could get to the club. That was way back years ago when I ain't had no rides, no nothing. Didn't think I'd
Uh-huh.
get to the club, girl. I walked up in the club, stopped the GJ and everything. Oh, you is issue. Oh,
Girl,
you is
the
issue.
stuff. Yes, the stuff we used to do, honey.
Huh.
Yes. And now all we want is some peace.
Peace. And that's why I say I don't want none now. Because I done been through all of that. But what I'm saying is, if you like that, you ain't that it's not gonna go that easy.
Right,
It's not
right.
gonna be that easy.
Mm-mm.
So it has to be. I mean, in my mind, my opinion, and allegedly. My opinion and allegedly.
Yep.
So okay, I'm sorry. I done took over
No,
there.
you
Yeah,
good. Don't
I
apologize.
said when I saw
Everybody
that
love you
today,
on the panel. We all
No,
love you.
you got glorious love.
Everybody, if you want to stay up here, you can. Everybody loves you on the panel.
I
Now, if
said
anybody else wants to come up, the link is in the chat.
when
We
I
can really
saw that
like
today,
start.
when I saw that today, I said to myself, I said they didn't start me again. I said I was on, I was on the other side. I was on, feeling bad. Oh, woe is she, and all of that stuff. And then I saw
Right.
that. I said, for real?
But he said she know what I do.
Them folk know.
Oh, them folk know.
He said that. He
Yeah.
did.
He said that.
He did. So maybe he did have a real gangster conversation with her. He said, "My wife knows she married to a gangster. She know." Maybe he did sit her down and say, "Look, this is what it is. This is what it ain't. I'm not, a monogamous guy.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just let you know upfront what it is." And perhaps allegedly speculating, she said, "Okay, just don't let it become public. Don't embarrass me publicly.
Mm-hmm.
And don't bring me back nothing. Let's
Okay,
be."
okay.
Some
Well,
people
you're
had
right. You're right.
those conversations and had those agreements.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're right. And maybe some women are cut that way. Maybe I just ain't that one.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
cut
ain't
that way.
either, Doris. I'm not cut that way. Mm, nah.
I'm not because I don't need you. I don't need you. But then, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I believe that. Since you said that, maybe I believe it a little bit that she's just, the type will just just let her man stay all over the place with everybody and
Yeah.
not do anything about it.
Yeah.
And live now. Come on now. Let's get back to living on a bus live on the bus, not live on the bus
Yeah,
with the 19-year-old.
when he
Mm,
get the itch, pull the bus in the parking lot at the Home Depot, according to Dre, and get the dog chains allegedly to put on the women. Y'all remember when Dre said that?
mm-hmm.
He said Dre ain't like them other women. You can't go to Home
Shirley.
Depot,
Mm,
ain't like Shirley, excuse me, and go get a dog chain and put it on her
yeah.
and do what you want to do on the bus. Let me see. Chris Smith said, I disagree with that because Nessa was given authority to put Shirley's brother out the house. He put the daughter out the house. So I don't believe that marriage was just for show.
Oh, that
That's
okay.
I
true.
think, but I think two things can be true at the same time. I think that she probably was with him because, and I know this might be an unpopular opinion, but Nesto is attractive when he don't open up that mouth. When you get to opening up that mouth and that rumble, mumble, rumble, it's a turn off. But when you keep that mouth shut,
He attractive.
it's attractive. And so maybe she said, attractive on my arm. I don't have to worry about nephew Tommy, Junior, Carlos, especially Steve, worrying me about having a man and a partner. so I can have somebody on my arm. And then, okay, he's cool. I like him. He seems like he's business savvy. He's a man's man, right? And we know, Shirley is a baby boomer. She come from that generation where men carried themselves a certain kind of way. Men had certain expectations that they had to live up to. So maybe she felt, her guard was let down and was like, okay, I can trust him. Maybe this man does have my back and he can help me, with tough conversations, because obviously Shirley doesn't like conflict. She avoids it. Hence the reason why she was dealing with people constantly in her pocket, i.e. her brother, her daughter, people taking advantage of her, taking her kindness for weakness, because she was uncomfortable with having those tough conversations. And so, that was another way that Nesto made himself useful. He could do her dirty work. He could have those hard and tough conversations with people in her life, and she can hide behind him without looking like the bad person all the time. He can kind of
Okay,
take some of
so
the back off of.
so it's one of two things then. I mean, or like it might be a combination of both, because then we're painting her to be this damsel who is borderline should be taken care of because she can't take care of herself. Come on, I just can't believe that someone well, of her caliber can be a damsel like that. Not bordering non-functional. I mean, what?
Yeah, and I think this is a good example of the mask that we wear out in public as people. You know how, because like on the show, she comes off as very confident,
Yeah.
very wise, very decisive, very, just very astute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you hear what's going on behind the scenes in her life, and it's almost like
it doesn't match up.
It doesn't match up. She is
Right.
the complete opposite. And so I'm like, is that maybe a part of it too, potentially? Because it's like on that show, baby, if she was reading a Strawberry Letter about a woman going through the very same
Yeah.
exact
Yes.
thing, she would light her up. And I don't care what y'all say in the chat, she would have
Yes.
laughed
Yes, I've heard it.
and would have laughed and chuckled and said, oh, come on now. You have to pay attention to the rest. Y'all know how she chastised
Yep.
people on the show?
Yep.
I'm just saying.
And to know that this is, I mean, to have gotten wind of some of this stuff before, even from her coworkers and all of that stuff, and not do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Not separate yourself from this. I mean, I don't understand why you couldn't separate yourself from this situation, and you have people telling you, why your man always all out on the street like this, coming to you, your friends coming to you and saying stuff like that.
Not parking lot free. CDC.
Talk about parking lot free.
Hey, Sanders RN23. What's up, girl?
Hey.
Hey.
We gotta unmute yourself. I'm gonna unmute you. You're unmuted. Can you hear us? Sanders RN23. Unmute yourself. Okay, we're gonna give her a minute.
Is she still muted?
Oh, she coming through another one. Okay, so let me see. Let me add this one. Okay, hello?
No.
Hey, what's up? Uh-oh. Maybe she'll, let's see. Hello? Can you hear us? Okay. She has to unmute herself.
Okay.
Let me see.
I'm sorry, I got people start. I'm sorry, me on my little.
I'm gonna drop her down. Sanders RN23, I'm gonna drop you down while you get your sound on.
You're fine,
I'll bring you back
Glorious
up.
Love.
Okay, you're fine. Don't need to apologize. You good, girl. We having a good kiki tonight. We all family. Okay, Lady Janice said Nesto is a spineless coward. I don't believe for 1 minute he told Shirley that he is a dog and this is what it is.
I don't believe it either.
That kind of courage to tell Shirley that what he said. That what he was big dog in the call, y'all. He was big dog in the
Right.
call. What he
And
said,
if you
Toya
go
said he didn't threaten me.
if you go back to their wedding kiss, I mean, I know this sounds weird, but I go back to their wedding kiss. To me, it's something off about that. It's something off
She
about
kind
it.
of turned her head a little bit,
Right?
like she
And
really didn't want to kiss him. Yeah,
yes, like she didn't want to kiss him.
yeah.
Let me see. Hey,
So
Sanders Garden 23. Can you hear us? Okay, we'll give it a few more minutes. Go ahead, Glorious Love. I'm sorry. Just trying to
yeah,
see.
it's like she didn't want to kiss him. It was like, and that's why I guess I just maybe I'm
Hello.
overanalyzing things.
We can hear you.
We hear you.
Hello? Sanders RN23. We can hear you. Keep talking. Okay.
She got.
She's gonna get him. Okay. Let me see. Uh-oh. Hey, Nestle. Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Nestle ain't even got them kind of balls to his shit is broke. Shirley and Nestle were married but living single. Okay. Shirley has
Hmm.
worked all
Hmm.
her life to maintain a certain lifestyle. She would have not agreed. Okay. So it sounds like the general consensus is he was single. So if I really don't see what y'all see because he is not attractive. Let me see. Sanders RN23 said, I don't like conflict either, but I will address an issue when needed. Kimmy Who said that radio show is probably scripted. Okay. Toya said, and
Yep.
her responses were nasty to women in similar situations.
Yes, and
Don't nobody
judgmental.
want to talk about that though.
And
Yeah,
judgmental.
that's true, Toya.
Why can't we be
And
real?
I heard a lot of times talk nasty, have nasty responses. Yeah.
Can you
Let me
guys
see.
hear me by any
Yeah,
chance?
we can hear you. Yes,
Yes.
we can
Okay,
hear you.
perfect. I don't know what
Perfect.
was going on. That was so much drama. I can't deal with drama. I'm like, oh Lord, no. Mm-mm. Hello, everyone. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted
Hello.
to. Hey, glorious love. Love your voice. Love your voice so much. It's so
Uh-oh.
calming.
Oh gosh,
Mm.
thank you. It's
You're
indeed. Thank
welcome.
you.
I had a different viewpoint. If you guys don't mind, share if
Of
I
course.
share. Okay, so for
Yeah.
me, I think maybe after the previous marriage and the relationship that she had, maybe she settled to herself to say, I'll be involved with someone, but I'll never really love that person.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
to bring someone into your life that's so unappetizing to what you really want,
Yeah.
because to me, they never fit, But in order to protect my heart, to protect myself, in a sense, I'm never going to love this person.
Right.
So for some women or some people in general, I can blow $1,000 on you and think nothing of it because you didn't touch my heart, you know.
Yeah.
Um, money I can always regain. She knows how to maneuver and get contracts if needed. I just feel like to some extent he was there. She didn't mind what he did because emotionally I'm not that connected. All
Right.
of the evictions and all of those things, I honestly don't think she ever felt completely disheartened by it because she was always moving to a bigger and better house, so to speak. He never
Mm.
stayed there long. She could always redecorate. She could always glam it up. And I think in some sectors of society, some people do move around quite often, or they can say, I have many homes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always a way to cover it up. And did she truly love him? I never thought. I mean, I think she saw him as a project.
Mm.
And that project allowed her to keep some emotional distance because he's not finished yet. Like, you can't love him. He's not done. He still needs to be cleaned up. He still needs to be rectified. He still needs to
Oh,
be
wow.
sanctified. So I mean, to me, that's just the way I see it. just because once you've been emotionally hurt, sometimes you have your guard up and you don't want to let your guard down. But I don't want to be alone. So I want
Right.
companionship, but I don't want to love, you know? And there's a difference.
Just as a
So
Um,
protection mechanism. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly,
I can see
exactly.
that. I can see
Hmm.
that. And I see in your chat that some Georgia Peach is saying it's where they
Yeah.
were accusing. I definitely don't want to accuse her of because she was being conned. I do believe she's being conned. I believe definitely that she was being conned out of a conner. I don't understand um how at some point unless you're broken, unless you're hurt, unless you've detached yourself, how you can continue in that. That's why that's the only thing. And maybe it's because of me. I'm kind of different. I have no area of detach. I will detach. If I love you, I love you strong. But if you cross me, I'm gone. I mean, I'm just gone. My my track record proves that. If my brothers would call me Elizabeth Taylor, my my track record proves that. I love hard, but once I'm hurt, I can't. No, no, no. It's a no for me. It's a no. So that's it. That's all. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But I also like to Georgia Peach's comment. I mean, I'm glad that you are expressing, the thought
Mhm.
that to some extent
Mhm.
maybe we need to be careful of how we speak of some of the victims because she is a
Mhm. Mhm.
victim.
Yep.
But I do understand that. I remember I remember I was in school and they was talking about victims and that some victims are not victimless in the sense of you can be a victim and put yourself in victimhood, or you can be a
Ooh,
victim
that's
and
good.
innocent,
That's good right there.
and
Say that
and
again.
and
That
to
was
s-
good. Can you say that again for us?
I'm sorry.
23. Can you repeat that? That was deep. Can you repeat that one more
Mhm.
time?
Um,
Mhm.
we were just talking about victims in school, and I remember the teacher was saying that some people can place themselves in victimhood, and others are victimless. Like a
Mhm.
victimless crime where a person is innocently victimized versus a person who has experienced being a victim, but they place themselves in situations that maybe training, maybe um, being a child and having proper adulting would have prevented you from going to that extent. They place themselves in situations. And I think that Shirley is a combination of the two. There are times where I do feel like she knew certain things were going on, and maybe she just didn't know how to address it, or
Right.
she did
I can.
address it and he gave her that 1-2 line, and she didn't think anything differently because remember, who is she around? She's around Steve Harvey. He is
Mhm.
not the most innocent person in Atlanta streets.
Right.
We've heard things about him.
You no,
And
yes.
to some extent in business, you kind of have to be a little ruthless. So she's just thinking he's doing his job. And maybe
Yeah.
these are just the complaints that everyone gets. Everyone has complaints in their business. No one is complaintless. So, I mean, I just feel like it's a two-sided coin with her.
Mm,
And I think we do have to address there are moments when she was completely the victim. And there are times that
Mhm.
she placed herself in victimhood. And it's two
Yes.
different stances. And do we want to still address the victimhood? Yes. Because if we don't, what's going to happen is women that are innocent can find themselves in places where they become the victimhood. You stay in
Mm,
a relationship and you
yes. Too
become
long. Mm,
victimized over and over again. And
yes.
you have resources but emotionally you're not ready to make that move. Well,
Yeah.
let's educate. Let me show you some ways. Let me unfold your eyes to let you see that you are strong and courageous enough to walk away.
mhm.
Yes.
That's unleashing the
Yes.
victimhood. And so I think we have to address both stances. And even with the other victims, we have to address both stances. We cannot just say they're victims and we cannot
Yeah,
address them.
that's
We
true.
need to talk about how we part with our money so fast as women.
Yeah,
We
Mhm.
have to talk about emotional health and in mental health and how we need to address it. We cannot act like this is just,
Yes.
he's just a criminal. Yes, he is a criminal, but how can we
yes,
protect the next Shirley? How can we
yeah.
protect the
From
next
mm-hmm.
from even having to go through this? This is why I'm still here because I want to be educated. I want to understand. I want to be able to prevent. I want to prevent it from happening to me. I want to be able to see it clearly. I want to be
Yes.
able to have my spidey senses, my discernment go off. I want the Holy Spirit to
Yes.
rise. I want it all.
Mm.
This is just not gossip. It's more than that,
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we've been saying from the beginning. It's a lot to learn from this.
It really is.
And
Mm,
I think,
it really
hey,
is.
for the show. I think you made a lot of great points. I think
Ladies.
too, the first way we can go about helping other women to potentially avoid being the next Shirley Strawberry is maybe pressing the fact that it's okay to sit with yourself and be honest about where you're at. I think
Mm-hmm.
the fact that the reason Shirley stayed in it so long is because a big part of it was also she's on the Steve Harvey Morning Show doing the strawberry letters, chastising and checking other people. And so she probably felt like, and that takes being vulnerable to come out and say, you know what, you were right and I was wrong. I did ignore the red flags prior to marrying him. But when you have a
Right.
certain image to uphold, you're not going to spill your tea like that because you don't want anybody clocking it. You don't want anybody calling you out. And so while I can see parts of, where she was a victim, I also think a big part of it was her ego. And she knew that she was
Mm-hmm.
sitting on that show talking cash is, yeah, I said it with my full chest. And
Yes.
she
Yeah.
wanted to come back in her face. And it was
Most definitely.
embarrassing. And that takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable and come out and say, you know what, y'all, I messed up. Yeah, I probably said some things that were condescending and me giving, advice and critiquing and chastising other people. But you know what, y'all? I'm actually more like you all than I'm letting go on. I'm going through the same thing too. So I think in order to be able to help women like that, we have to encourage transparency and vulnerability, even if
Mm,
you are going to get backlash for it. And I
sure.
It,
think that another way that played out is with when Sheridan got pregnant. She never said anything when Sheridan got pregnant. Not that she had to, but you can
mm-mm.
tell that she felt shame and like maybe she was a failure if I had to, speculate or guess. And so I think that's a big part of it too. You know, not wanting to deal with the shame and the embarrassment, not wanting to come out and say, you know what, whether it be her close friends, you know what, ladies, you were right. He was wrong. He wasn't right for me because it's like you have this image to protect. And if you admit that you're wrong and you're transparent, you're going to be shunned. And I feel like for me personally in life, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't, whether you're upfront about it or not. And I personally think that, hell, you might as well be transparent and vulnerable because people
Uh,
are always going to have something to say. I mean, look at us. We reiterate on our channel all the time. This is for fun. This is for
right.
engagement. We don't mean any personal harm, but we still have people who shun and critique us. That's just
Yeah.
life, and we've had to learn. We have to push past that and get over it. And we have no problems talking about our shortcomings in life. Mama has her own YouTube channel where she talks about the mistakes that she has made. She
Mm-hmm.
owns it and she doesn't feel ashamed about it. She's
Mm-mm.
being very transparent and vulnerable. And
Mm-hmm.
Mama is a Gen X, Shirley is a baby boomer. They come from that generation where you don't talk about
So
it.
do I. So do
Mhm.
I. Yeah.
You know?
But
And so I think that was another aspect of it too. It's like, oh, now
yeah,
I have to be vulnerable. So you know what? I'd rather not say anything about it. Even when he went to jail those 3 times during the marriage, it's like, let me not say anything about it. And somebody said in our chat earlier, she probably would have stayed with them had this not been public. And she probably would have.
Mhm.
Sometimes
Yep.
your testimony is for other people, though. I mean, I mean, sometimes your transparency and what you've gone through and what you can teach is for other people. I think that Shirley would have well, SS would have a wealth she would help a lot of people by opening up. But I do understand the fact that it's about her nature. It's not the type of person to do that. I get that, but it would help a whole lot of people. That testimony would help a whole lot of people, a whole lot of women. That's
Yeah.
all I'll just say that to that.
Hey, I'm here for the show. What say
Hey,
you?
ladies. How are
Hey,
you?
good.
I
How
just
you
wanted
Hey.
doing?
to add a little something to it that may not go over well, but I think that in a way, Shirley and even Sonia, as well as the other ladies, they're almost two sides of the same coin.
Mm,
Sonia is willing to
Mm, mm, mm,
forsake everything about herself, about her self-worth, about her health, and about what she needs to be doing to, gather her own life to put Nesto in front of her. A man who has presented himself. When she met him, she said she thought he was a pimp. Okay, so
she did.
then you find out
mm.
he's married, that he conned multiple women, that he's married to multiple women, and he may have even essayed some women,
Mm, mm,
but
mm.
she still continues to hold on. And Shirley, on the flip side, we don't know exactly what she knows about him. She does know he's been to jail several times since she's been married to him. She does know that different women have reached out to her to tell her about her husband. She knows she's gotten visits from police officers about her husband. She know that people have even called her, other victims, to tell her about things that he has gifted to her, and
Right.
she didn't feel no ways about it. So I think that we give Shirley way more grace than
Mm.
Sonia, because you have some kind of affinity for her.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
You said it.
Wow, that's deep.
We didn't say it.
No, but that's deep though. That's deep
I
though.
agree. Alright. That's
That's
what
deep.
I've been saying.
So eloquently said.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Wow.
like Sonia because of
Neither do I.
what she's doing, but when I really think about it, I feel pity and I feel sorry for Sonia the same way I feel
Wow.
pity and I feel sorry for
Sorry.
Shirley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Even the women, when they were reading the response that Will Wooten made, and he gave all the evidence and whatnot, and we're just reading verbatim what these women did, it didn't raise any flags for them. It didn't ring any bells for them on the surface. But I guarantee you, deep down inside, they knew that something was wrong with this
Right.
whole situation. And then I see people saying, well, surely she's older. She's a Christian. What has that got to do with anything? Like a young fool grows into an old fool. Like that's
Girl, you better get off of here preaching.
I'm just saying, like what? Like to me, I thought older is supposed to mean seasoned.
This is
Hold
I
on.
grown
thought
woman
when you're older,
Grown
you're
woman.
seasoned,
grown woman conversation.
you have wisdom. That doesn't mean that you're silly and like your brain is smooth. I don't understand what that means. Shirley has a lot of savvy about herself. I
And I
think
think
that
it's
there are things
important.
that she's willing to ignore, that she is willing to forsake, because,
Wow.
like when she said, I like beautiful things. That's
Mhm.
Mm,
not my life. Even
okay.
though those things are her life, she likes to pretend that it's not. She likes to pretend she didn't have a baby. She likes to pretend her baby didn't have babies. It's like a lot of
Oh,
pretending going on. Shirley don't
Mhm.
like Shirley, just like Sonya
Mm,
don't like Sonya.
I
Uh-oh.
agree. I agree.
Uh-uh. My
Mm,
lord.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I have to. And I think that with coupling what she just said, I think that we oftentimes paint our pain as well. And so people who have been through certain things, like women who have been through being cheated on, may have a little bit of more of an anger toward uh, Sonia because she's the side chick, not being
Yeah.
able to see, her internal flaws, but we just can't stand her as a person. And then people who
Hmm.
have been hurt in marriages and things like that may side a little bit more with with Shirley, and who have been conned or been abused and stuff like that in their lives. I don't know if she's been, but who have been abused in their lives, may side, you know for that particular person. So, just to kind of add that caveat.
I
Yeah.
But
I
I
don't
do think that
I
was
don't
very
know
deep.
about that glorious love. I hear you, but I have never been married. I have not been cheated on that I know of.
Hmm.
And I don't like Sonya. Not I
Yeah.
don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know her,
I don't
right?
like her either. I don't. But if
But
I really think about it deep, if I really just really think about it, it's easy to just say I don't like somebody. But if you really look at where they come from, what
Mm.
they've been through, like why are Shirley's stripes better than Sonia's stripes?
Well, speaking
You
of
can
know?
that,
can, can I explain why
Lady
I think
Janice,
so?
well, hold on, y'all.
Mhm.
Lady
Yes,
Janice
please.
Yeah.
said, Lady Janice said Sonia came out rude, to your point, wicked and lying. She has no feelings for nobody, and she
Mm,
put a bad taste in people's mouth. Shirley has been
Yeah.
mm,
quiet, so that's why the
mm,
people are giving more grace to
mm-hmm.
Shirley
Mhm.
as opposed to Sonia.
I
What
get
say
it.
you ladies? What say you ladies?
For
That's what I'm
me,
saying. We're
yeah.
looking at the exterior of what somebody presents as. You know what I'm saying? Like a wolf
Mhm.
can be in sheep's clothing. That's how people get next to people. That's how nobody comes really to you with their real face. They come to you what they think that you want to see. And then they eventually reveal themselves. Just like Nesto, he's just very good, even though we think he's slow. He's very, very good at reading women and reading where they're weak
Mm,
Yes.
and preying
yeah.
on it.
Yes. I
That is
don't
his
think
Yeah.
he's
talent.
slow. I don't think he's slow.
But it,
I
it
never
only
did.
works on insecure women.
Ooh.
It only works on insecure women with Nesto. It will not work with a secure woman or a woman that's,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they
yeah,
all share something. They all share something for them
this is
to have
true.
dealt with him in the first place.
I
Shirley
agree.
is very savvy. Like, how can she even have a sane conversation with him the way that he's talking?
You
Like,
you can't.
how does that even
Yeah, you
happen?
can't.
You
You
can't.
can't. But
You
I,
can't
I
even
think
rationalize that. It makes no sense.
but I guess like you were saying, how can we have more empathy for one and not the other?
Mhm.
I do
Mhm.
feel like to some extent the inward part of her. I understand the struggle, right? That she's went through. I also understand that some of those struggles she personally put herself in. Not to say that
Mhm,
it's an excuse, but what I'm saying is that you have a little bit more, you're more sympathetic to a person that has experienced some troubles in life and they were able to
mhm.
rise from them. You feel like this sense of proudness and joy,
What do you
knowing that
mean, like,
yeah,
they don't look like what they've been through?
exactly,
I,
and that's Shirley.
Yeah.
She
I,
did have
Mhm,
struggles. They both lost a parent at a young age. They both struggled with identity. They both struggled with some form of who am I in this world? And we saw one being able to rise from the ashes, and we saw another one struggle to rise. And we saw one take the bitter poison of the struggle, and
mhm,
we saw one
mhm,
take the sweetness. And that bitter
mhm.
poison, it just oozes out. It oozes in
It
ways in
does. It
which
does.
I can just tell you about my life and what I've been through, and you can read it and you can hear it, and you show no sign of sympathy or empathy
That's the
or
part.
care. That's
Mm-hmm.
the person that I am frightened of.
Yeah.
Because if you don't care about human life,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's something a little deeper for me versus surely nobody's perfect. We all have our flaws, right? But if
Absolutely.
we're going and we have eyes to judge, we have discernment that God has given us. If you told me I have two places to sit, I believe, I could be wrong. I
Mhm.
believe my spirit would tell me don't go sit over there. Even if I didn't
Mhm.
know her, there's like a cast of darkness that's there.
Mhm.
I don't
And
know
I
if
and
that's
I
true. I just what I sense. I could be completely wrong. This is all a legend. I don't know. I don't know either of them. And thank God to some extent. I will never meet any of them.
Yeah.
But it's just what I get.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I think that there's a little there's a difference between the two. I think that Sonia actually doesn't care who she's hurting. I think that there's no care about who, you know, about this other person's feelings, this wife's feelings, or who, because this is not, from what I understand, allegedly, this is not her first rodeo with married men, or doing what
Mhm.
she's doing. So, and I don't think she has any care or empathy about what she's doing to someone else. That's the difference that I believe that there is, and I do believe it's willful. You may want to ask why it's willful, why you would choose this life for yourself. Why would you
Mhm.
choose a life? Why would you choose a life like this for yourself?
It's an interesting study in human behavior. I think that's why we're all so drawn to it
Yes.
because
Hmm.
it also involves, women of color. It's I've never
Mhm.
seen anything like it, but I'm sure it goes on every day in America. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
for all women. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Like, even for me, the other thing was when we were listening to the calls before they knew that they were being listened to,
Mhm.
Sonia and Shirley, they really in no way questioned Nesto. You never heard Shirley be cross with him about the
Mhm.
situation. It took very much later for her to even, like, it's like she's a slow burn to the 1000th power. Like, even when she called herself giving it to him, she really didn't give it to him like she should have gave it to him. But, everybody has to do things the way they have to do them. But I just believe she has this thing with avoidance, avoiding things that she does not like, avoiding things that are ugly. And as long as he kept bringing her pretty things, she was willing to deal
Mm-hmm.
with it. It's
Mhm.
just interesting. And I think Sonia's probably just doing it to prove everybody wrong.
And
Yeah.
she's hell bent on it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
But
hell
why
bent on
is she there? What compels a person to be there for this?
I think in the beginning, I think she thought that she had something. I think she thought that she had a big fish and that she was willing to play second fiddle. And eventually, I think that she was going to worm her way into to be the main one, to be, I don't know if she necessarily want to be his wife, but she wants to be on the Instagram pictures.
Yeah.
She wants to be the
Yeah.
one getting
Mm-hmm.
gifts
Main character
because
in a
she even spoke about
She's
how she
always
was
referring
watching
to that. She's
Shirley
always
was
referring to that.
doing, yeah, and Instagram, and it was making her
Mm-hmm.
upset. But then
Mm-hmm.
once she found out we were listening, she changed her tune.
Did she?
And I think that he thought he had something in her until he found out that she was a big liar.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't see too much of a change between the before I knew we were listening recordings and the after I know they're listening recordings. There was not that much of a change. There were some things that were not said as often, but they were
Mhm.
kind of still said in roundabout ways. You
And you
know,
also notice he's the one who's mainly having to tell her to cut it,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
she will still keep doing it. And he's
keep
like,
doing it.
Yes.
yeah, okay, what about your car? Like it's crazy. And he's
Yeah.
only doing it and dealing with it because he has nobody else.
No, he
She's all
doesn't have
he's got.
anybody else. Yeah,
But
Yeah.
what do you
Mhm.
think about her rambling though?
It's weird, isn't it?
I don't, right? This is really, and she doesn't get why people watch this, because it is absolutely fascinating to me sometimes. I don't
Me
understand.
too.
I don't
But
understand the
she
strangeness of it.
says that, but I think she loves it. I think she loves being the center of attention, whether it's good or
hmm
whether it's bad. I think she's
yeah,
reveling in it,
Lord.
even when it starts to die down. Let me run over here to to SI's
Yeah.
IS's
Yeah.
channel and
Hmm.
talk about my whole life. Why would you do that when you said that we need to mind our own business?
Right. And
That
we're
doesn't
making
even make any sense.
And show baby pictures, and I mean, this is just really strange.
Yeah. If I know y'all hate me, I'm not gonna tell y'all my tea.
You said we need to stop, that we're hateful, that we're bitter, we keep bothering you. Why do you care? And then you come up there and spill all your tea, tell people to go look it up, go look at this. So I'm like, is it like wag the dog? Is she trying to throw us off of one thing to send us on another? I don't know. I don't get it.
And to me, she kind of reminds me, and I said it on the previous show, she reminds me of that child growing up who just felt like they were always in the shadow. Like she didn't really
hmm
get
Mhm.
the opportunity to really speak her
Yeah.
mind and express herself. And maybe when she
Yeah, I
did,
think that.
maybe it was,
Uh-huh.
diminished. It was just, just brushed off. And so now this is her time to shine. This is her time to get her point of view out there. This is her time to, stand up for herself, to express herself. And I think that she's a woman that's lonely. I think
yeah,
even though she knows that the vast majority of the people on YouTube can't stand her, it's still attention. And that's why Manny was like, well, you want me to keep the comments going. You like the comments, you like the negativity, because she has a history of enduring abuse. And so in some way, even though she hates us and she doesn't like us, the feedback that she gets from us, it
It's
feels
attention.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it's
It's
negative, it
feeding
feels
her.
normal.
It's filling in what that
It's
hole in
familiar.
her. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
feeding.
familiar.
Yeah.
And so that would
Yeah.
explain the irrational rambling as well.
Yeah,
I
but see,
don't know
Dr.
about that
Charles
too.
said
no,
the
she
rambling
acts like
are
she has
part of
some form of
her.
ADD or
Yeah,
ADHD.
that's what Dr. Charles is saying.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
because she
And
can't
y'all, real
remember
talk.
what she says
I don't
either.
think I don't think that IS likes her. She's like low key shading her a lot.
They don't
I
like
don't think
each
he
other.
likes her.
They don't
They
like
don't
each
like
other.
each other. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
They don't like each
No.
other. No,
Mm-mm.
not at all.
They don't. It's like nasty nice. When you hang out with a person, you really don't like them, but you getting some
Mhm.
type of benefit from them.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
But so you kind of throw you that shade in, passive aggressive, like, and Sonya got back with her. She was like, "You need," when Manny was talking about her weight loss, and she was like, "Yeah, you definitely need to
Hmm.
lose weight." And Manny was
Yeah.
like, "You need to mind your business." She said, "Well, I'm up in it." She said, "For health reasons, you need to lose some weight."
For
I
health
think
reasons.
Sonia
No,
sees
she
her for
didn't.
what she is. I think Sonia sees her for what she is, though. I think Sonia
Mhm.
sees her for what she is.
For
I
I think
just
they
sure.
do.
both see each other. They both see
Mm-hmm.
each other
Mhm.
for who they are. And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and to go with what Sammy was saying, when I see her, I used to be a school teacher, and there are students in the classroom. I used to work with students that had, emotional and behavior
Mhm.
issues. They were my loves. And
Mhm.
there were some kids in the classroom, they would start acting out. You would just ignore them because it didn't matter whether you gave them positive or negative attention, they just
Mhm.
wanted it. And so I would try to give them more positive attention and ignore as much as possible the negative attention. And so with her, it seems as though she just wanted attention. I don't know her siblings. I know she has one brother. He got the attention because he was a male. The other two
Mm.
sisters, one may be prettier, taller, I don't know. Maybe she
That's
just
the
never
one
felt
next to
seen,
her fawning
you
over.
know? Yes, maybe she just never felt seen in her family. And
Mhm.
so when someone gives you attention and they continue to give you the attention and you feel like it's unrewarded, or not necessarily unrewarded, but she received the attention in a time, in a space where no one else was looking at her. And so
Mm,
that really hit home for her. And that
mhm,
did something to her psychologically that she can never repay him for. And so she feels as though her repayment is almost like her life. You know,
Right.
Mhm.
I'm going to give
mhm,
my life for this guy. They just called me every single day.
Mhm.
And I don't know, she was intubated at one point. Him calling you meant what? You couldn't
mhm.
even talk to him. But just to know that he was calling you. Okay. So with that being the case, I can just say that she's being seen now. And now she's getting this attention, positive or negative. If she
Wow.
can spin this into a TV show, if she can spin this into a reality skit or something, that to
Yeah.
me is what she's looking for.
That's exactly what she's looking for.
You
But that
know,
would never happen because there's almost like a natural disdain for her, and she doesn't. I mean, well, I don't. In my opinion, it wouldn't because people, unless it would just be just to go to have people pick her apart because people have a disdain, an innate disdain for her. For some, I don't know. For some, that's what I'm thinking. And for her to start going on about the fact that her mother, and I was really upset about that because, okay, nobody's parents were perfect, and for you to go and just drag your mother and it through the dirt on alive and talk about what her mother never taught her and underwear and thing. I mean, this, I- you know, I, this girl here. I ain't never seen nothing like. I don't know if y'all had the opportunity to see that, but when she started talking about matching underwear, her mother taught they never taught her how to do that and stuff
mhm.
like. Don't drag your mother like that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah. That was awful.
It
It
was
was because
awful.
it was like that's such a small thing. And she
Mhm.
made it
Yeah.
as though her mother was not an adequate mother because she didn't teach her that, but she did teach her how to cook and clean, which are the most important things to me. Matching bra and panty set is now a major issue in a marriage. Okay, okay,
As even as a child. I mean, why would I probably the fact that if I went to my mother asking my mother if I'm a child, if I went to my mother asking for stuff like that, she'd be like, "Well, who's gonna be seeing that? What you want that for?"
exactly. Yes. I think her mom left when she was about 14 or 15 years old. Um, so she was older. You know, we
Hey,
don't know.
Bill.
We don't know
Mm.
why her mom left. And I'm very sorry that she did leave and left her daughter and her children with a hole that they can never replace. For that, I do
Yeah.
have the biggest hole in my heart and empathy for her because I cannot imagine, the pain, the wondering why, the blaming. Because
Yeah.
She's also
mm,
a few times called her mother weak. She
Yeah.
said that her mother let her father treat her basically like dirt. And I think that she was angry with her for that. And then I think it even just compounded it when she walked out and left all her girls there
mhm.
Mhm.
with him.
Mhm. Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of the study? I think they did it a couple of years ago, and I've seen lots of YouTube videos and TikTok videos on it where if once the parent leaves, the child blames the parent that
Mm-hmm.
that
Hmm.
stays more than the parent
Yeah.
that left
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
somehow the parent,
Hmm.
yeah, and I just find that very interesting how in her case it
It's the
seems as though it's the opposite.
Oh, she
She's
can't
holding on,
stand him either.
She
but
didn't.
that
She
was
She
can't
didn't go
later
see
in
stand
him.
him.
life. She talks good about him growing up, but later in life, it's when there were some issues financially. And according to a content creator, they all received houses. She's the only one that couldn't keep her. Um, so whatever,
Oh,
you
wow.
know. Because she was talking about her brother and all he does is work and he has the house and he's trying to keep it up
Mhm.
and all those things. So I mean, they all were given something. It's just that somehow she wasn't able to get as much as she wanted because there were other children now that came into the pot, and she was upset about that as well. Um, which I understand to a certain extent. I went through a struggle. I should get more. Hey, okay,
Mhm.
okay. But needless to say, I just find it very interesting how she's never like emotionally reconnected with her mom to kind of help heal that hole, to find
Yeah.
out,
Mm-mm.
why
I
he
don't,
left. What are
yeah.
some of the things that we could do now? Because like I, I can't imagine, my mom still being alive. And my dad just passed several years ago. And I
Mm.
have one parent that's still alive, and I'm not trying to
Yeah.
emotionally reconnect.
You heard her. Did you hear her when she said that when her father was on his deathbed, she still didn't talk to him?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
They did
did.
not any kind of
No.
final conversation or anything.
And
I
they were
did.
calling
And
her like, "Your dad is dying. Your dad is dying. You need to talk to him." And she said, "No, I don't want to talk to him." And I think too,
over
when she talks about her dad, initially before they fell out, she idolized her father in a lot of ways. And she would say,
Mhm.
"I'm just like Chuck. I'm just like Chuck." So I think that is part of the reason why she blamed mom but not dad, because she idolized her father, before he broke her heart, before he betrayed her. And so I think that's
Mhm.
why she gave more grace to her dad as
mhm,
opposed to her mom, because she saw more of herself in her dad. And she probably connected with her dad more. And I know it's probably not always the best thing to say, but when you have multiple children like that, sometimes there are instances where, a child is favored more than the other, depending on the parent.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
that's
I
true.
think that was probably a part of that family dynamic, if I had to speculate. And that's probably why she, leaned more towards dad than mom. Because prior to her daddy
Mm.
breaking her heart, Chuck was her road dog. She looked up to Chuck.
Mhm.
And
She
that's
remember on the
probably
car.
why she's male identified to this day.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't
yeah,
know if you've noticed, she stopped doing it because it was pissing him off. She kept telling Nesto that he was just like her father.
Yeah. 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 I remember that.
yeah. And maybe that's why she want to ride or die for him in that way. With Nesto, that's kind of like killing that daddy wound for her. Maybe she's
Mhm.
able, in a way, she's able to have that closeness and that connection that she wasn't able to have with her father later in life. And so now she's able to have that in Nesto. And obviously, that's probably another reason why she was attracted to Nesto. It was kind of like that textbook where you hear people say, sometimes women marry their fathers or they date their father.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. It's deep. It's
Yeah.
deep. And she talked about IS asked her, if Nesto gets out, are you guys gonna be together? Do you want to be together? And she was like, I don't know. I personally think she was lying. She just didn't feel comfortable being vulnerable and saying it. But I'm like, you already tell
Mhm.
go ahead, lay it on out. But she pretty much said, she didn't know because he's locked up right now and he's emotional and she's the only one in his corner right now. So she doesn't know for sure that if he were in the free world, if he would really want to be with her because he just truly wants
Yeah.
to be with her, as
Yeah.
opposed
I
to
think
he's
that
locked up now and he just needs the support because he doesn't have
that
anybody and she is the only option.
the
Yeah.
aspect of him being free, I think it's scary for her because
Mm-hmm.
that would be a true test of their relationship because there's no Shirley in the way. There's really nobody in the way. And I think that Sonia is pretty smart. I think she knows it wouldn't last for long because it would only be because he needed to lean on her. He
but you
he
Exactly.
does
saw
not
how she
have
tried to cover that.
And she said that. She said that he's leaning on me. And she
Mhm.
he
said
does
that's why
not have emotional ties like that. It's all about need.
And
Right.
he sees her for what she is too. After when
Mhm.
he looks at her, he sees right through her. I
Oh,
mean, in
and
my
then he cuts
opinion.
her all the time. He cuts her 1,000 times when
Mm-hmm.
she comes. That's why I'm like, it's like, how do you come to jail to get roasted by a
Mm.
Negro sitting in jail with a whole gray beard and little Daryl glasses on, and he had the nerve to talk to me? Oh my God, y'all, it be killing me because my mouth is so slick. There's no way, y'all. We would be arguing every, and she just smiles and grins, and I know it's killing her inside because she probably planned the whole day because she looks forward to going to see him,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
and he
Every
just
Sunday.
always looking on how he gonna cut her down.
Uh-huh. She tries. You can tell she tries to fix herself up. She tries to go in there fixed up, and she gets it wrong. But she tries. She
And he
tries.
points it out
Oh my
every
goodness.
time.
Yes, y'all
And
please hit the like button in the chat. Hit the like button. Okay, Toya made an interesting comment, lady. She said that's why Sonia rides hard for Nesto, and maybe she sees similarities between her mother and Shirley. That's probably why she hates Shirley.
Mhm.
Ooh.
I didn't
Mm,
think about that.
very interesting point.
Yeah. Wow. And also, Shirley and his other victims look nothing like Sonia. Shirley
Mhm.
and the other victims are very much on a level playing field. They are
Yes.
very put together, very
Mhm.
savvy, very stylish women. And she
Yes.
could never compare. And I think that she has looked at all those women. I don't care what she says. She studied everybody and she knows good and well.
well, yeah, she even
No.
said that. She even said as much that she was not necessarily his type, And I think Nesto said he didn't have a type.
Oh, he has a
Um,
type.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Right.
correct, correct. But she did mention that. Not to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm. That's yeah. I think that their meeting, he didn't pick her. Like what is it? Like Pimp said, she was choosing.
yeah.
She chose him.
She
She
chose
ran
him.
up on him. She was choosing. He didn't choose her, and so he just did what pimping do. He started pimping.
Because she
Period.
talked a good game. She talked a good
Yes.
game, and
Mm-hmm.
he really thought that this was his next one.
And
Mm-hmm.
she became the bottom bee by default.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Because I'm ready to, if it goes to trial, I want to hear about what does it mean in the evidence when they said he would be out on the RV with the girls.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Mm.
That's giving pimp to me.
Yep.
That's giving trafficking.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Allegedly. Allegedly it's what it's given.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And how did these girls or whatever they were? Where is the money? Were they making? How was the money? Was he paying them? How were they getting money?
Pimps don't pay their what do you call them? 304?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't know. They pay him. And then if he want them to have something, like he'll buy them something, some clothes or something to eat
Yeah,
or
necessities.
somewhere to stay. Maybe he'll give them $20. They give a pimp when a woman goes out and does something for a pimp, she brings him back every dime of his money. That's his money made
Mm-hmm.
off
And
of
all of
her.
them on the bus. And all of them on the bus in the
That's
middle of
what
the Walmart
somebody
parking lot.
said in the they say he was on there with the girls. I'm like, what does that mean?
And remember, Lamont said something about some girls too at one point.
Mm-hmm. He did. And I think
Mhm.
Lamont is a pimp.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So not think I know. Allegedly. Oh my god.
Allegedly.
Because y'all remember,
Pork
like
chop
he would
pimp.
always be
Thank
out
God you
somewhere.
pimping.
He's always
out of
out
the
somewhere
country.
hollering at women, hollering at them out the window, telling them what to do and telling B get in the car. And I feel like that's what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah,
else
Miss
could he
Apricot
do?
said, ladies, we're going to learn so much during the trial that is going to make our head.
Yeah. If it
Yeah.
goes to that, I feel like, I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like he's going to do a plea. I don't know, but that's what I feel. To me, he's feeling weary. I feel like he is.
Sonya say her
But
ninja
we'll
coming
see.
home, y'all.
Either way, he coming home. Oh, you say he coming home.
She said he coming home.
Well, look, eventually, eventually.
He's getting money for the ex. Okay.
Okay, he was getting money for protection. Okay. So Georgia Peach is alleging that he was the protector,
Mhm.
and that's why they was giving him the
Who
money.
was?
Nesto. That's why the
Nesto?
girl was giving
Well,
him the money.
that's what
Nesto was
pimps
the
do. Pimps look out for you. They look out for you. That's what. Yeah, they try to
yeah,
make you like they got your best interest at heart.
right. They stand
I
outside the
can't
door
see
while you
Nesto
do your thing
protecting
in the
anybody.
hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. That's what they supposed to do. That's what they supposed to do. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Speaking of that, I got one more video, just a clip that I wanted to show y'all. Speaking of Nesto's
Mm-hmm.
case and how things are looking. Uh uh Give me just 1 second to cue
I
this
heard they
up.
were looking good. Oh, he good. He good.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, thank you for that segue. Thank you for that segue. I sure do appreciate it. Cause speaking of that, let me see. Is it this one? Let me see. Was this the one? What she say? Did she say it?
What it is.
Got on. And his trial, his stuff doesn't start until June.
June.
Right now, everything they're doing is just cleaning up stuff. I mean, I'm just going to put it in my own words. I'm not.
It's just preparing just in case we go to trial.
If.
So she said, if that's what you. Yeah.
If.
I think they're gonna come to the table. I think Wooten and Tight Suit gonna talk some stuff out and see. You know, you don't always come to a consensus, but I think some talks, some discussions are gonna be had.
I don't know. I feel honestly, if he doesn't go to trial, his plea deal is going to be so airtight that
Mhm.
almost he would have wished he went to trial to at least
Exactly.
get some years off because it's going to lay
Mhm.
out on a table.
Eleanor gifted TDC a membership. Thank
you, Del
you.
Noir. We appreciate it.
And he'd never be able to make it on probation. Nesto would never be able to be
Never.
on
Never. He
probation.
going
Yeah.
back. Yeah, he can't do
He
it.
just need to do his time. Yeah.
He
He
doesn't
just
have
go
the
ahead and do
support.
his straight time and just do what he got to do.
Yeah, he would never. He would never make it.
He would never make it. And
'Cause
just like
it-
he would never act right in a relationship. And that's why Sonya said she would be open to being in an open relationship. Or
Mhm.
he
exactly.
would just be comfortable not having a relationship at all. Because she don't
Mhm.
really need it that much.
Right.
I'm not so sure that he won't make it. The only reason I could be, I could be wrong, but the only reason I'm saying that is because, back in the day they used to teach us that all these men that run the streets and stuff like that, and then but when they get real old and can't run the streets no more.
But you got to have somewhere to lay low then.
Yeah, but if something sits them down, something sits them. I had an old mother-in-law that who said who used to always tease about her husband running the streets all the time until he got old and got crippled and in a wheelchair and stuff like that, and he couldn't run no more.
Mhm.
So, and that might be what happens with Nesto is he might not be able to run anymore. His old age might sit him down. So,
Yeah.
that might be, I should
Who's he
say
gonna be
handicap. I should say
able to
handicap.
live his life? He hasn't. I'm sure he's probably not even eligible for Social Security. He's probably not even worked enough. He hadn't even done his 10. It's I don't even know. It's scary.
Yep.
You're right.
It
You're
is.
right.
It, it's scary. It really is. But at the end of the day, Sonya said he coming home.
He good.
He good. And we need to mind our business.
Well, that's not gonna happen either
No,
way.
no, either way, because
And ain't.
because they are seriously a case study, just a case study.
Yes. Yes, they are a case study. So much to be taken away from this.
If this thing don't go right with Nesto, this may unalive this woman.
He had to stand
If
it.
he got this, gonna break her. No, I'm serious. Like that health is going to decline drastically if her ninja don't come home.
And she know they're gonna
You,
move him, and they may move him so far she may not be able to get to him often.
Yeah, and she talking that it's not hard to support somebody in jail. It just is what it is. If you go lies,
Can you imagine what type of person or mentality you have to wrap your mind around the fact that I may be supporting somebody in jail for the rest of my life?
no,
Exactly.
I
You don't
can't.
have
I can't
nothing
imagine.
else to shoot for but to support somebody in jail. No other goals.
FeeFee, I know on another channel I was talking and I was saying how, to me, um, she has all these goals in mind and she's never completed any of
Done
them.
anything. I
She's
mean,
never
well,
really been able to focus long enough and stay to the end. This is the only goal that she's probably ever had that she stayed true to the end. And
Oh,
I
that's
thought
a good
that was
point.
so sad.
mm-hmm.
My goal in life now is to make sure this man is in a safe place
Yes,
that I can give him little things. That's her goal. Not
to
I'm going to get
support
my
him.
health together. I'm going to get
Yes,
my granddaughter together. I'm going to make sure that I can reinvest in my granddaughter because I didn't have a chance to do that with my own daughter. None of those are goals. The goal right now, that she may say it is a goal, but you don't see the actions going with it. And I know we don't see her 24/7. We don't. But for your focus to be on this person for the last 3 years, it definitely seems like a lot of your focus is on this one person. And I am just amazed that this is the goal that you're gonna stick through to the end.
I am too.
to the end.
To the
Now
end.
that's one
To the
takeaway we
end.
got from that interview. She is sticking beside him to the end.
She's not going anywhere.
Nowhere.
Mm-mm.
Whether he does
Mm.
jail or prison, she said it's not hard to support somebody.
And and she's the only one that's left. Everybody else has left him.
Yes.
Mm-mm. I'm thinking
Thank
about
you,
all the purses
Toya.
I can buy, all the
Yes.
makeup, all the perfume I could buy, all the trips. And you
Thank
talking
you
about
so
supporting a
much.
man in jail?
Yes. Toya said this
Mm-mm.
is from all the bill payers in the chat tonight. Thank you, bill payers. Money, money, money.
Oh my
I
goodness.
love that.
Thank you. Thank you. Get us some corn hash and some Coca Cola tonight.
Yes.
Okay. I know
Yes.
that's right.
But yeah, I don't know, what's so interesting to me is Sonya. I just can't believe that someone in her situation, her health, is involved in something like this. Where is she getting all the energy from? You know,
Wait, hold on, y'all. If somebody got their TV in the background, mute it. We hearing a little bit on the feedback. Mute it.
I'm like, where is she getting all her energy from to get up and support him and get him what he needs, you know? And that's why I'm like, really? Really? You are sick. Did you all see her on Eyes video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
mean,
saw it.
her head.
She looks.
And didn't she allude to the fact that that's why she said no one wants her or something?
Yeah,
Somebody, is because she's sick?
because she's sick.
Yeah, she did say that.
And she's trying to gain weight and she can't gain weight. And it's like, girl, put yourself first. Put yourself
But
first.
my question is, why is she still sick? I know that she has some small bowel. She had a small bowel
Mhm.
obstruction. I don't know her health, but I'm just like, why is she still sick? If anything, she should be on a regimented diet because of her, gastric region. But to
Mhm.
be, I guess, acutely ill, but acutely ill, you can have issues from time to time. Yeah, I'm still on. I'm sick. I don't know. I don't know, but that's not necessarily an issue that we can even address. But
Yeah.
I think she uses that as once again, as a guard to prevent her from really achieving any goals in her life. My illness is the reason. You know, when she moved to Atlanta, her reason of not really finding employment, she said, was because she was like not even a legal secretary. She was a legal secretary's aide. That's the
Mhm.
only person that would get paid $13 to $15 an hour. Um,
Wait, hold
well,
on, ladies.
that's
I hear some feedback in the background. Is somebody TV on? I
it's
think
Yeah,
not.
my husband. Let me mute.
okay. Okay, go ahead.
No, no, I'm sorry. No, I was just saying that, I feel like she uses her illness as a prop to prevent her from achieving goals in life. That's it.
Mhm.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was like a crutch.
Yes.
Being sick. Yeah. I I don't know, because to be honest with you, by now I thought she would have said, okay, enough is enough. I'm sick. I need to take care of myself. I've been trying to gain weight for the last 3, 4 years. I'm not able. She is really gonna let herself go for this man. And, and it's just unbelievable. So there's something
I agree.
mentally ill with her. We
Hmm.
My opinion, there's something mentally ill with Sonya.
Because if you also remember, he used to be always on her about doing things for herself and about her
Yeah.
health, because he didn't want his only help to croak. But
Right.
at least he was mentioning to her, did you go to the doctor? Did you see about this? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do the other thing? And she, I want to do it. And she would never do it.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was it was the constant that really sealed it for me, in my opinion. Allegedly, that something was really missing. It was the incoherent rambling.
Yes.
I kept saying something's just really not right, and the constant uh stating that I'm going to do this, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy that, I'm going to buy a camper, and whatever these things are, and
Just
and it's
Never.
never
lying.
launched.
Just lying.
Yeah, that's what kind of made me think that there's just something not right. All cylinders are not hitting, because if why are you literally rambling? And when I saw that, I was like, okay, yeah, there's something, yeah, there's
Yeah.
something not right.
Yeah,
And
and
he's
then
picked up on that. He's picked up on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah.
for
sure.
sure. And
Mm-hmm.
IS has too.
Yeah,
That's why she
Yep.
just let her talk. Just
Mhm.
let her rip.
yeah, yeah. You see the way IS was looking at her. I said, now, how's she gonna look at somebody like that
I know, right?
with the side eye? She
Same
looking
word
at
thing.
yeah, she looking at Sonya with the side eye, and we looking at both of them with the side eye. Just a mess. Clowns. Just a mess. Just a mess, y'all. It's
Yeah,
a mess.
this is just she just want to have her voice heard.
Yes, yes,
But
definitely.
I mean, we know people that talk a lot. I mean, voice heard, but I mean, it was literal. It was bordering being incoherent. I mean, what are
Mhm.
you talking about? What are you even talking about? Um,
Y'all, and then all I'm gonna say is when she was talking about when she was at the jail and she was talking to him, he asked her about the. Did y'all see when he asked her about the shooting
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
at the check cashing? And there she
Mm-hmm.
goes. She cannot hold water.
no.
Starts running off her mouth about where she lived and
Hmm.
blah blah blah. And the people
Mm-hmm.
just went right in and grabbed it. She can't help herself. She can't.
Mm-hmm. She gotta say something.
She
She
gotta
gotta,
say something.
yeah.
I
Gotta,
was laughing because when I was watching one of those content creators, they were saying,
Mhm.
"Oh gosh, no, he didn't. Don't start her. Please don't start her."
I used to love when phone calls from prison would fast forward through her rants. That was hilarious.
yes, but yes, it's so much to be learned from both of them, Shirley and Sonya. It really
Oh,
is.
for
But
sure.
yeah, but I'm gonna stick to my thing with Shirley. I think that Shirley was desperate, and I think she should have known better. And and I think that when we say that, she was conned and she was a victim, I think that's an insult to her intelligence. I just think
Mhm.
that she is a very intelligent woman. Shirley is smart, y'all.
He is
You
smart.
cannot.
Yeah.
I've listened to her for years. Yeah, and I think that she knows game. She knows BS. And
Mhm.
she just wanted what she wanted for whatever reason, for the nice things, for show, for whatever
Mhm.
reason. She
Penmanship.
had a agenda. We all have agenda, right? When
Mhm.
Hmm.
you know, and I think
Yeah.
that she had an agenda, and
But do
it
you
kind
think,
of,
Fifi, she could have been all those things?
yeah,
And
yeah,
a victim
She
as
could.
well, because there were things he did
Yeah.
that affected her. I mean, as far as her finances or in her name, that she had no clue he was doing. But I
Yeah.
think that
you
she
didn't know
did know he was
personally none of that
also,
though. You
but
didn't
he
think
was, she knew that he was doing those things to other people though. Like
right.
who was that
Yeah.
she said she told? But he's nice to me,
Yeah, you
but
never
he
Hmm.
done
didn't
this
do
for
that to
me.
me. Yes, he did, big dummy. You just didn't know it.
We never beaten allegations. We ain't never beaten allegations. You know, y'all, the people who mad, just stay mad at us. We just gonna
Yeah.
let you know that we're gonna disappoint
Well,
you and Nicole and Fifi. So
But
just get
but
comfortable.
one thing about our show, y'all, we respect everybody's opinion.
We do.
yeah.
Our
Yeah,
platform,
this is true.
you can come on and voice your opinion. We like that.
Right. And
We
we
like
and
that, and we respect your
y'all
opinion.
are.
It makes good,
Dialogue.
dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I
Yeah,
just
that
want to say one thing, when it comes to that, one thing we're all taught that ignorance of the law is no
is no
excuse
excuse.
for committing a crime or for not knowing better. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. So, you just got to think of it that way as well. You can't just say that I refuse to know what's going on. That's a whole different ball game when you refuse to know, when you make an effort not to know what's going on, then
Mhm.
that's a problem. That is a
Yeah.
problem.
Willful ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that as women, we gotta that feeling that we get, when something is
Mm-hmm.
not right. We're dating somebody, and he's saying something that's not right. He's not where he should be, or he said he would be. The man wasn't coming home, y'all. Come on.
Yeah, when I heard he was living on that bus, I was through. I was like, it
Good
didn't.
enough for me. He wasn't coming.
Then
Who
she
said that?
what? She had been with him like what is it, the day before or a couple of days before that, celebrating the 4th of
Yeah.
July. And then you
Yes,
don't hear from him. And do you remember him saying, I kept calling you, but you wouldn't pick up the
yes,
phone because she
Yeah.
said
yes.
she didn't know nobody in jail. But your husband ain't at home.
Wow.
Your husband is not home. Duh,
Right.
that could be your husband. And he
And
been in jail
he's been
before.
out of jail. Yes. So, it's, I get everything you all are saying, but I'm gonna have to, think about it a little bit more.
No, I don't think you
Look
have
at
to
Rio's
think it.
comment. Look at
I
Rio's
think you can
comment.
stand on your viewpoint based on your experiences, and your age. You
Oh,
understand
real.
a lot.
Look at Rio's
Stand on it.
comment.
No.
Uh-uh.
No, real. No, we've never
No.
got that one. Toya,
I
I
never
need you to
heard
put
that
the
one
nose in the
before.
corner chat. Toya, I need you to put the nose in the corner chat at real.
Oh no.
Now, real, that's the new one. No, real. Real, you gonna get us in trouble. Real, you gonna get us cussed out. That's why we keep having the fight. We need to form a game. I want to join the game and fight with us. I'm sick of this. Y'all put real comments.
You gonna have y'all gonna have to get a wall. Y'all gonna have to get a wall and put Rio on that wall.
And put her on the wall.
And this is
She needs to go sit at the table. Go sit at the table, real.
You gonna say go sit at the table, huh?
Yeah.
And look at Call Me Darling. Real, that once crossed my mind. I thought maybe Big Baby was
Oh, so y'all think Debbie is her boo, and that's why Nesto
I'm gonna
don't
need
like
y'all
her?
to stop. Y'all stop.
I want y'all when these people come for us. I want y'all in the comments fighting with us. I want y'all in the comments. This is officially recruiting for the game. We have taken it there. The classic game.
You know, not he's her beard. Don't do that. Don't.
Oh my gosh.
And
I
the
can't.
world all so bad. This is disgusting. One lady told us, y'all, on one of our videos, she said, this is disgusting. She said, this is disgusting, but she meant disgusting. Y'all holler. I couldn't even get the lady, so I said, she can't even tell the difference between disgusting and disgusting. Forget it. Forget it. That's what they're going to be putting in our chat. This is disgusting. Well, Lord have mercy. This is why we fighting right now. Queen Lily, you too. I thought it once too. So everybody been thinking it. I'm recruiting y'all. Y'all done got jumped in the game to help us fight. Let me see. Toya said,
Y'all done got Queen Lily started. Don't start.
yes.
Don't stop.
I'm gonna need you to put your nose in the corner, ma'am. You went too far.
Not Boys Nana. Boys Nana.
I was just saying she was desperate and knew better. You
Lamont said that? I have never heard that.
Lamont said real thing at Call Me Darling. Lamont said he thinks Debbie is. Oh Lord. And I can see that fool saying some stuff like that. That ain't too far past him.
He probably said that because he tried to push up on her and she didn't pay him.
Yep. And she ain't want to give him no play. Yeah. She looked at him like the dusty he is, like, get away from me. Flicking him like a little bugger. Get away from me. Oh my goodness. Now, Boys Nana, you too. So we need a nose in the corner comment for Boys Nana as well. I can't
Little
even
Boys
read
Nana on the blow up mattress.
Oh Lord. Yeah, we were doing so well on tonight's show. It was so mature and classy and professional, and y'all done got it started. Every day we straight further away because of y'all.
Oh my God. No, I don't think that though. I'm just teasing them. I
Lord.
don't get those vibes from them at all.
I don't see it. I just think she love her. That's her bestie. She riding for.
Yeah, like Bill and Oprah.
Oh no, now
Well,
you going from
I
bad to
know.
worse now. Don't do that.
Okay,
Okay.
now like because Debbie's kind of like like a great value gal. At least Gail got her own money.
Yeah, Gail is paid. Y'all gonna stop playing with Gail. Gail is paid. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
say
why.
Gail got her own money.
Gail got her own and looks amazing.
Debbie, not
Yes,
so
you
much.
do.
Debbie is going through a transitional time, y'all. Debbie is
Right.
going through a transitional time. Queen
She
Liv
got the
Thompson, she
tip.
lives
She
in
ain't got
Atlanta.
the meal, but she got the tip. That's
She
it.
got it. Okay. 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 Dr. Charles said, listen, after 3 abusive relationships with men, I wouldn't
Okay, I'm
blame
about to go. Y'all getting ready to start.
Dr. Charles.
Well, I heard crossing over ain't too much better. I heard those relationships are something else.
Tommy Darling said she in the gang. I got y'all. Okay. Okay, Tommy Darling. She in the classy sassy gang. Hashtag classy sassy gang.
I mean, you know, do you? But I never thought about that with Shirley.
Mm-mm.
Oh, stop
Shirley
it.
would say that's
Look at
not my
Chris.
life.
Okay, look. Oh my gosh, Chris Smith. Okay, I got to go. Y'all really going
Yo,
on.
Chris Smith, are you cutting up too? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. At real. I mean, she does have a point. Nesto is suspect. His high voice, his non-functioning manhood, his gossiping.
I think y'all gonna have to back up off of Nesto. How do you think Nesto was getting all these women's money?
That long barrel. What did he say? He got that long barrel.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that long barrel.
He
And
does a
had,
lot of hunching. Okay.
yeah, yeah. That's what they were
Okay,
saying.
I'm gonna laugh.
We getting ready to go, y'all.
We getting ready
Yeah,
to
we
go.
need to go. I'm
We need to go.
okay.
All right, ladies, it's been real.
Come on, who is?
Lord.
They're real. They not stopping in the chat though.
This ain't nothing to chat.
Lord, y'all
Oh
don't
my
need to let
God.
them brought up Dre's name. Y'all better leave my Dre alone.
You and Dre have been dating for 33 years.
Dre is at the house rubbing his feet together, eating chicken. Leave him alone.
Yeah, short
So
out.
TVC, is that the real reason Nesto was upset that Dre was mad at him because of the conversation he had with Sonya about him being a stupid
Yeah.
truck driver? Is that the
Mhm.
real reason?
Oh man.
Lord, we had other topics we wanted to talk about. We wanted to talk about what else we was gonna talk? We was gonna talk about Tamar slamming Candy OLG restaurant in an old video from 3 years ago. Then
That was
Tamar. That was silly. Tamar feeling like Candy never really liked her. She probably didn't. Because Tamar is a lot. Beautiful, talented, but she's a lot. She's a lot.
I like Tamar for some reason. I don't know why, but I like Tamar.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't
She's
know
a
why.
lot. I like her. But she's a lot. Real said, let me speak. Real, you need to come up on the thing. If you cut up so bad, Real. I'm gonna drop the link to the chat. You need to come up on the stage, Real, because you cut up. Chris Smith said he was using tools from the toolbox. Lord have mercy.
So it wasn't a long barrel.
It wasn't a long barrel. It was them toys, allegedly. Lord, what else
They
do we
said he
want to
had about 3 of them, didn't they?
Yeah. 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 What else we were going to talk about? We were going to talk about Apollo, Nida, and a divorce.
They could get a divorce.
The
Well,
wife
Yeah.
said he cheated on her. He was cruel to her. I mean, we saw that on RHOA, the way he cut up with Phaedra before he did that bid in the feds.
I knew that was gonna happen.
I knew that was gonna happen too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if he could get back with Phaedra, he would.
Phaedra wouldn't have him back. She wouldn't have him.
Latoya said some, don't y'all let Real up there. Real, come on up here, Real. You cutting up so doggone bad. Oh my goodness, Lord. We ain't gonna never be able to please these people. Oh well. We staying on the naughty list with these people, y'all. Raising their blood pressure up.
I mean,
oh well.
You know,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Like I said, you know, we support everybody's opinion over here. You know,
we do.
You know, we in our dynamic family stand 10 toes down on theirs, whatever it is.
And we love and we respect it.
And we love it and we respect it.
We love it and respect it. Yes. Any closing remarks, ladies, before we conclude tonight's show?
No.
Anything y'all want to say?
I would just say I had a great time. Gloria's Love was definitely picking it up and putting it down. I'm like, wait a minute, who is that? Because when I first came on, I couldn't see the name. I'm like, this lady is spitting some fire. But everybody, I had a great time. And thanks for having me. And I will see y'all out here in these streets.
Yeah, okay. And to close us out, if Glorious Love and Sanders are in 23, I just want to play one more video just to let us out of church. Glorious Love and Sanders are in 23. Do you all have any final comments before we close out church with a final presentation? Please go ahead. Thank you.
I just want to go just real quick, because since I started this up, I'm sorry. Listen, I want to say that, you know, I go back and forth with this. I just go back and forth. I support Shirley. I think she's a great woman. I know she's been hurt, used, tricked, but all these things can be true, is all I want to say. All of these things can be true. We have responsibility, but, you know, we can also be hurt. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well said.
Totally agree.
It.
Yeah. Sanders are in 23. Anything for us?
Just thank you for providing the platform for us to be able to have this conversation. And thank you, ladies and the ladies and gentlemen in the chat, just for being the best people we can be. Thank you so much.
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Well said. Well said. All right. On that note, I just wanna leave on one final presentation, one video. We're gonna go ahead and close out for tonight. Church will be over. I don't wanna carry on much longer. So just one more video.
It's still going off.
It's still going on. And God is good. And all the time. I just want one more video. This was by request.
Oh my goodness.
This was by request. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and cue it up. God is good.
All the time.
And all the time he is good. Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go ahead. Just a quick one.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is one of my favorites too.
For the haters.
That was his job.
Lord have mercy.
I take time for all my oil changes every 5,000.
Hold on, y'all.
He was watching the hell out of that truck.
Now I gotta play it back. I gotta start it over because of the commercial. Hold on.
Oh, that was
funny. See, when you take care of your possessions, God bless you. See how he's cleaning his son, he's taking pride in it. That's the lesson. He's not too good to wash his truck.
The CEO. Now, why is this even annoying? This is ridiculous.
Got all the latest technology for my security company. All my drivers. All the latest technology.
Oops.
See all the businesses and everything going on.
He had the ideas.
This is not a joke.
Is that the laptop?
Yep.
That's the laptop. That's the laptop.
He done
Correct.
gave the folks everything. All the evidence.
I live for this part. This the killing part.
Me too. This is my favorite part. This the killing part. Mm, mm, mm,
Ain't paid for none of them.
mm. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, church. Here we go, dynamic family. Here we go.
That's my motherfucking goddamn dance. You know what that means? For the haters. The ones who don't believe in me. I don't give a damn about you.
Yeah. On that note, we love y'all. Thank you guys so
Bye.
much. Guys, have a great night. God
Bye,
bless.
ladies.
Bye. Good night.
Have a great night. Y'all take care. Thank you so much. Hit the like
We
button.
see y'all Saturday.
Hit the like button on your way out. Thank you.